Good evening and welcome into the stream. We are playing Sonic Adventure and imagine I mean, I can't put myself in these shoes, but imagine it's 1999, you have I think I've got my mic hold on, I think I've got my mic being monitored. That's not good. There we go. You know, say you're an older kid, maybe even young teen, you grew up with Sonic, and you get a Dreamcast. You see that opening movie, and that's your first look at the new direction for Sonic. I can't begin to imagine what that must have felt like. And also for, well, a game that originally came out in 1998, the quality of the CG in that, pretty good. Anyways, we are playing the PC version, but as you might expect for a PC Sonic game, we're not playing vanilla. I've got a big long list of mods that have fixed up the pretty rubbish PC version. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty, as comprehensive as I can do, playthrough. I need to turn the game down, it is loud. But yeah, we're going to be watching cutscenes, I'm going to be talking to NPCs, I'm going to be doing optional, the optional missions in the levels. Yeah, back in 2021, I did a 7-hour or so stream playthrough on using my Dreamcast to play that version on stream. And, well, this is kind of a redo. I mean, doing the whole game in one stream, I kind of just went straight through the game. So I want to give it the time to really to show the depth of that of the game, and also show some extra stuff, courtesy of modders and stuff as well. Yeah, by default, PC version, I mean, for one thing, DX changed the visuals a lot. We're mostly playing with Dreamcast visuals. Also, the PC version, though, and the HD re-release on PS3 and Xbox 360, was not in widescreen. They couldn't figure out widescreen for that re-release. But of course, modders came to the rescue. Anyways, we'll be starting with Sonic's playthrough because, well, everyone else is locked. I'm guessing going to be going through all of the characters in order, because that's what I always do when I play. But we'll begin to cutscenes, so here we go.
Let's get him. Oh yeah! This is happening! What's up?
Enemy surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
So we start with a boss fight. Of course, it's a very basic, easy one. Mainly just to show the player how to use the new homing attack, because yes, Sonic Adventure was the first game to properly have the homing attack. Bark him on the head. And, well, it's the first thing you do in game, so it can't be too difficult. And then, for the third hit, he always escapes up to the top of the streetlights. And yeah, Chaos Zero's design is really it's the most iconic of the designs. Also the transparency effects. Like, this game's contemporaries
Hey, I'll play with you
are
sometime.
Nintendo 64 and PlayStation titles. And then the Dreamcast comes out looking like this. Well, 480p, but like this.
Come on, you big drip! Where you going?
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
Oh, Tails. Yeah, I suppose classic Sonic fans, certainly like in the West, like America and Europe, it probably was a bit, very different to what they'd seen before. For potential Japanese players, it might not have been as much of a shock, because I think in the Japanese instruction books, I think the Sonic games are always kind of like sort of meant to be like, it was kind of like sort of implied to have been set just on Earth, like it kind of came to be in the sort of 2000s games and this. But not that there were as many Japanese players. Sonic's always done better in Europe and America than in Japan. Anyways, this is our first little look at Station Square. Let's talk to some NPCs. What? What happened? I was swimming and I missed it. Relatable, I miss things very easily. A plane crashed, over there at the beach. I hope the pilot's okay. Mr. Sonic, please, go see if you can save him. Just my luck. A monster appears, then a plane falls. I came here to relax. This is unbelievable. Hope we can get to see Chaos in the films one day. Chaos would be cool to see in the films, especially just with modern VFX and films. It would look very cool. And here we have one of the more known NPCs. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. Grab the spinning rings. It's important. As long as you got the rings, you'll be okay even if you're hit by even if you hit any hazards. Now you know. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. Just keep moving in the direction you want. It may take a little time to get used to it, so keep trying. That's basically just explaining the auto camera, because Sonic Adventure has a lot of specifically placed cameras, which I guess wasn't as much of a thing back in these days of 3D, because you either had very manual cameras like Mario 64 and like Banjo, I suppose, and like Zelda. Well, Zelda had some like set cameras because of the pre-rendered scenes, or you had like completely set things like Crash. Sonic Adventure has some very cinematic cameras for its time. Anyways. But yeah, we'll be talking to NPCs because there's a lot of NPC dialogue in this game. Actually, can I go in the hotel? Yes, I can. I'm the hotel manager. Call me if you need anything. By the way, I heard a loud noise. It sounded like it came from the beach. You think I should take a look? Can you go out to the... No, you can't. You can't go out to the rest of Station Square. Which is fair. No, I don't need to go there yet. But yeah, there's a lot of NPC dialogue in this game. Like, they put a lot into it. I am nearly over my cough. Nearly. Anyways, let's go to our first level, Emerald Coast. And here's the music from the start. So, how I'm going to be handling the playthrough is, my first time through each level, I'm going to be taking it kind of slower, exploring the depth of the levels. Once I beat a story, I'm going to go back and do all the level B and level A missions. Yeah. For our first playthrough of each level though, I'm going to take it slower, smell the roses. We'll see the little nooks and crannies they put into these levels. But yeah, Sonic games always started with like a tropical, kind of like grassy area. And, well, it's not so much grassy as like Green Hill. Emerald Coast is a very picturesque beach. And again, 1998 visuals. Obviously it wasn't running in 1440p like my laptop is, but it's very pretty. Like, I think this game looks great when you use the original Dreamcast visuals, at least. Obviously, certain aspects of it have aged, like animations and all that, but I think the aesthetic and, you know, a lot of stuff just still looks... I think it looks good, but, you know. Like, I love, like, the details as well. Like, footprints in the sand. Like, you probably wouldn't get this on N64 or PlayStation. I mean, you might get some footprints, but you wouldn't get footprint trails that long. Don't forget to explore. You like hiding ring and life capsules around. Of course, Sonic Adventure is known for many things. One of the things it's known for is the spam dash. I shan't be using that too much, at least in these first playthroughs of levels. Yeah, these levels, like, they're more expensive than they kind of look at first glance. Probably partly because they designed them to go with multiple characters. Ooh. And here we've got, if you're hearing, so this part of the music is not normally in-game, this is normally only in the soundtrack version, but I'm using a mod that extends a few of the tracks to include their soundtrack extended versions. I love it. Visually it's aged better than every N64 game, but you are an N64 visual hater. Some N64 games have aged quite well, but some haven't. But yeah, the water, like, mesh effects they did with the Orca here, really impressive for the time, and Adventure DX has a much less impressive effect where the water the water mesh stays flat and just bounces up and down instead of deforming. Anyway, here's your iconic whale shot. Sonic Adventure loves filling its levels with set pieces, memorable moments that, well, for one thing, will look cool in screenshots, but also it just makes the level stick in your memory. Yeah, Majora's Mask, Paper Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day as well. I mean, that was like a late gen, like, you know, Rare going all in game, but. And also, like, you know, I know we like to dunk on Banjo to annoy Joe, but I think the Banjo games, certainly the first one, have aged quite well visually for N64 games. Yeah. What I like as well about these levels, they kind of take the multi-act structure of the classic games with these like different areas, like the sort of sub-areas of each level. It feels weird going slow in these levels. I'm normally speedrunning these things. We're gonna take the lower path, I think. Because why not? I never take the low path. I mean, when I was a kid I did, but when I was a kid I was playing the vanilla PC version on a Windows XP laptop with a keyboard, so, you know. N64 is the NES of 3D. Appreciate how important steps they were technically, but yeah, the early 3D consoles, N64, PS1, Saturn, like, I mean, I kind of like how, you know, I do kind of like how some of the games on those platforms look, but they are very obviously the early iterations of 3D. There were a lot of limitations. All the jagged platforms.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Sonic 06 would have those keep pressing jump to go between the things mechanic, except it was just like part of the level, it wasn't specific jump panels. I love the shot with the lens flare and the dolphins. Emerald Coast is a great opening level. I love it. It's pretty, it's fun, it's got fun speedrun potential. Great opening level. But we found Tails. Good job we managed to crash in this like perfectly circular bit of beach.
Yeah, not bad.
Level C completed.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the Southern Emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharge! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Yeah, we are definitely at a point of diminishing returns with graphics. things like, you know, things do look better each generation, but not to the extent of like, yeah, 5th to 6th gen, or, you know, obviously 2D to 3D. You know, nothing's going to be that big of as big of a jump as those, I don't think. I'm glad to hear the little fox piloting that plane was safe. Yeah, just go through the hotel lobby and to the right is the door to Station Square. I'm sorry, but I overheard the conversation. I didn't mean to, though. You still see some people moaning about the Switch 2. Yeah, that's because people love to moan these days. People love to be angry. There's so much rage bait on the internet these days. Like, yeah, I think the Switch 2 is a, like, as a piece of hardware, I think the Switch 2 is great. Anyways, let's risk drowning again. I feel great. There's nothing like swimming pools in the ocean in summer. She is blissfully unaware to what's going on around her. What does the hotel manager have to say? Oh. I should press the Y button. I'm the hotel manager. Call me if you need anything. By the way, if you want to visit the Chow Garden, take the left elevator. Chow is so cute. It's only PS4 power. 1, it's a handheld. 2, was the PS5 really that big a step? Most games didn't show it. PS5 is like... It's a step in that a lot of games are now, like, there's more games targeting 60 FPS than in the PS4 generation. And, like, higher than 1080p resolutions, but that's about it, really. Also, the Switch 2, in handheld, it uses, like, 10 watts or so to produce those visuals. Like, that's insane. The power efficiency, like, you know. Anyway. We're in the main area, Station Square, one of the 3 hub worlds. Sonic Adventure was the first Sonic introduced hub worlds. A lot of Sonic fans hate hub worlds in Sonic games, and, well, for me it depends on the game. I love the Sonic Adventure hub worlds, but that's because they are easy to navigate, and dense, and also just, I don't know, it's partly nostalgia. I grew up, you know, Sonic Adventure was one of the games I grew up with. Well, the DX version, but it doesn't really matter. I'll try not to do too much harping on DX versus original, partly because I'm thinking about trying to fit in, like, as an addendum stream, like booting up both games and, like, doing some doing some comparisons. Yeah, like, Adventure 2 ditching the hub worlds, I kind of see why they did it, but I mean, Adventure 2's development seemed messy. And yeah, the way the stories mesh is really, it's a really interesting thing. Sonic Team went all in on this game. Obviously, other Sonic games do it to some degree. I mean, Adventure 2 sort of does with its 2 stories, but it's only 2 stories. Heroes had barely any story, although it did have they hardly intertwined. 06 was the closest they came to doing it, and, well, they kind of botched it by having a terrible story. Do you like the view from the station? I love the sea. The sea is always there for me. Farewell, old relationship. Hello, new relationship. That's what I always say. La la la, we're in love. There's a special for couples at Twinkle Park. If you bring a date, you can get in free. You might want to get away from her. those are some pretty big red flags. Any other series you think of does some of the the Resident Evil like A and B campaigns. Oh, not even A and B, the different character campaigns. Well, I'm not going to be talking to all the NPCs, but I will be talking to a lot of them. I own this building. Well, I'm not sure about this, but I heard that somebody saw a monster. The roads into the city offices are closed right now. And yeah, sure enough they are. How shiny the cars are on the Dreamcast version. They took that out of DX. I'm the newsstand saleswoman. I'm always the first one to read the news. I mean, makes sense. You're the person seeing the newspapers coming. Have you heard? Somewhere out there is a man called Dr. Robotnik. First he captures helpless animals, then he throws them into machines. Oh, the poor animals. We'll get into Robotnik and Eggman. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a tip. When you jump, it makes a big difference in how long you hold down the button. Hold it longer and you can jump longer and higher. Did you know that? Yes, I did know that. Something that most platformers do. Finally, Station Square. I'm going to the beach, the casino, and Twinkle Park. Station Square must be quite the tourist destination. This is the centre of Station Square. If you want to go to the Mystic Ruins, take the train. If you're going to do research, the trip's free. Of course, only a real adventurer takes a trip to such a remote place. Also, Tails being like, oh, the fastest way to the Mystic Ruins is by train. Tails, you realise who you're saying that to, right? Anyways, we got an emblem up here. Emblems are kind of like the main, I guess, collectible of Sonic Adventure. On the Dreamcast version, they basically did nothing. I think, well, unless you had your Dreamcast connected to the internet, I think you could use the emblems as currency in the Chow Garden if you, because there was a market website for the Chow Garden on the Dreamcast version. But I, did not have a Dreamcast when it was still live, so, Look around, the train's packed with exhausted people. But look at me, I'm full of energy. Are we going to be seeing Chow Garden? Not much. I'm not really much one for the Chow Garden. I'll probably go in there. I'll probably show each of them off, but I'm not really that much one for Chow Garden. Low pay, hard work. What am I doing? Oh, a customer, I'm sorry. Station Square Central. This train's heading to Mystic Ruins. Relatable. Anyway, let's jump in the train. I'm going to be trying to grab all of the Adventure Field emblems as well. We're the exploration party searching for the ruins. I'm still new here, so they don't let me go very far. The ruins, huh? Guess we'll be seeing them at some point. When I woke up, the mountain was there already. I don't think it sprung out of the ground, so it must have fallen from the sky. I know that sounds crazy. Mountain falling from the sky, huh? Surprised we never got a more fleshed out Chow Garden spin-off. I mean, you and, everyone. Surely Sega must know that a Chow Garden mobile game would just print money for them. We heard that there are ruins of an ancient civilization here. We came to check it out. So yeah, we got a bunch of adventurers here looking for ancient ruins. Currently, though, we're interested in Tails' workshop.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere! Or else!
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
So, of course, Eggman's here to rain on our parade. And yeah, well, for the English-speaking world, unless they were very online and knew about the Japanese side of things, This is their introduction to the name Eggman. So this game's kind of a in-between point, where Eggman himself and a lot of the humans still call him Robotnik, but Sonic and his friends start calling him Eggman. There's basically an effort to unite the Japanese and Western canon, really. And by unite, I also mean the Japanese canon took over. I should not have walked where the camera was going to do that. Actually, I'm going to show something off. I'm going to start the boss again. I'm going to show off. I want to show. So, that's how you're meant to play the boss. You wait for him to attack, and then you then you hit him. But there's a quicker way of doing it. You don't get to do this to a lot of this game's bosses, so it's nice to do it when you can. Spam that jump button, and you can one-cycle him. And yeah, it is kind of, I suppose, because the Japanese versions all still had the English text, so I guess that's why they didn't change it. First time Sonic started calling Robotnik phobic slurs, I guess. Anyways, cutscene dying.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Come on, Chaos! Time to eat!
Chaos? Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes! It's just as the stone tablets predicted! His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald! With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible! And work for me! Together, we'll destroy Station Square! And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all! Come on, Chaos! Let's find another emerald, shall we?
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails!
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
You can really see it in that cutscene. How Sonic and Tails, they're kind of slightly lit up in green on like the undersides of them. You can't really see it while playing. Like the sort of lower halves of like the sort of model, like the bits of the models are tinted green a bit. They were like sort of imitating light bounce in the 1998 console game. Anyway, this is Tails' workshop. There's not really anything to do in here. Well, you're supposed to get this emblem, I think, with Tails or Knuckles, but Sonic's Spin Dash is very overpowered. The Windstone. It looks like a key. The design must mean something. I wonder. Do NPCs have dialogues after fighting Eggman? I found this strange stone on top of the hill. I was gonna leave it there until I could tell the leader. You mean this stone? Let's see if their dialogue's any different. Probably not. Oh, there it is. I really need to explore this mountain, but I don't even know where to start. The amount of dialogue they wrote for this game is kind of insane, given it's a platformer. Oh, yeah. We're the Exploration Party. Our motto is, go anywhere, search everywhere, discover everything. I think the multi-story approach could work well for Metroidvania. Each character get upgrades in different orders plus unique upgrades, as long as you can secretly break into another character's routes. I'm trying to think if there's any Metroidvanias with multiple playable characters. I saw this weird plate in the cave, and scrawled on it in ancient writing was the word wind. I bet it's a clue to something. I suppose some of the 2D like later 2D Castlevanias have multiple characters, don't they? But they're usually more just different like movesets and stuff through the same game, aren't they? Anyway, let's solve the very simple puzzle. Don't want to jinx it, but crank the stream quality way down and seem to be stable for you so far. Here's hoping. Part of the thing with because I use enhanced broadcasting, part of that is sending multiple. My graphics card is encoding like multiple streams to send out to Twitch at like different qualities. So you're not having to like rely on Twitch giving transcoding. Anyways, on to the next level, Windy Valley. Get the Chaos Emerald. Well, there's nothing there, but there is a camera for it. You can actually watch a stream. Oh, whoops. I was trying to explore. I guess I won't take the shortcut and explore at the same time. Those enemies don't work properly in vanilla DX because the frame rate's too high. Oh. The Windy Valley is a bit less has a bit less exploration than Emerald Coast. Can I get the extra life that's up here? Yes, I can. But yeah, these enemies, because the original Dreamcast game ran at 30 FPS. DX upped it to 60, but that's mainly because on Dreamcast they were originally aiming for 60, but the console just couldn't run it. But because of that, because when they realised that 30 FPS was going to have to be the target, some of the things were hard-coded to 30. I did not know there were specific cameras here. Anyways, this tornado is really picking up. Just did a side quest where a Shuppet helped fix a broken marriage. Oh. Anyways, I was saying about about set pieces. This is Windy Valleys.
You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Windy Valleys is a lot less automated.
Jump on panel
It's still,
number
well,
1.
relatively automated,
It will
but
take you to panels 2 and
climbing
3.
up the tornado.
Jump as soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
One of the things I love about Sonic Adventures levels is that even though the aesthetic got a little bit more like grounded, like realistic-y, there's still a lot of like wacky video game levels in there. I suppose this part of the levels is like probably the most Adventure 2-ish, like Adventure 2 Sonic Unleashed-esque thing, because it's a very linear straight shot. Well, Windy Valley very much is. Windy Valley changed a lot during development, and I will be showing off something to do with that later on. Yeah, Windy Valley changed a lot in development, so yeah, I guess they decided that decided to just, I guess the level design philosophy changed. Anyway, got a few ways you can go here. If you hold jump when you hit those springs, you can actually skip this entire section. You need to go this middle route here, or you can fall down to a lower route here. I can't remember what the lower route's even like. Horrific by the looks of things. Oh! But there's a lightning shield and an extra life. Not remember the last time I went down there. How to tell I've been playing this game a lot. I can do this section without constantly running into the walls. I'll still run into the walls a bit because it's impossible not to, but I can do some of it without constantly running into the walls. You know, I'm 50 minutes into the stream and I've done 2 levels. I did say I was going to be thorough.
Yeah, not bad.
The train headed for Station Square will be.
But apparently, doing that... Oh no, it's not nighttime yet. I'm being dumb. It looked darker when I was in there. What's with the big gusts of wind inside that cave? Guess I'll call it Windy Cave. Real imaginative name there. This is our base camp. Another party has already gone into the jungle, but we haven't heard from them in a long time. I hope they're okay. This is your base camp. Not a very big base camp. We have no idea what happened. We're trying to figure out how this mountain could just appear out of nowhere. Yeah, this mountain. It's not a natural part of the landscape. I mean, you can see from the textures. It's fallen here and displaced some dirt. This texture's a lot less obvious in the DX version. So the voice clip that says that the train departed Station Square, I think is meant to be a hint to go back to Station Square. But the game also has a hint system.
Go to Station Square. You may find something.
So if you're ever unsure where to go, I'll just tell you what to do. It's inobtrusive, and is also tied into the game's story, as we'll find out. We're at the expedition party searching for the ruins. Of course, we missed the city. Looking for something? You should probably go to the city. You can find just about anything you want there. Another hint to go back to Station Square. Ah, the sign here. Boat. Yes. Down. There will indeed be a boat down there. The fastest way may be by train, but apparently that took like half a day to get here. My work hours get longer, but my salary stays the same. What's the point? Oh, customer, I'm sorry. Station Square Central. Make sure you don't forget your belongings. This guy's very relatable. Hey, it's Sonic. Is it true you saved the entire world? What's happening with Angel Island? So in the Japanese version, as well as Angel Island, this kid mentions Little Planet from Sonic CD, which is pretty cool. I go to the casino every night. The lights are really pretty at night. We'll be seeing these characters later. My husband is an adventurer. When he leaves home, you never know when he'll be back. He's probably at the Mystic Ruins looking for old relics. Maybe you've met him? Actually, while we're between levels, quick stream sort of housekeeping thing. Does the mic sound alright today? I have changed I changed some settings, or I changed a setting. Seems fine, cool. Because basically on my mic, there's a physical switch for like the microphone stuff. I used to have it set to lower by 10 dec, like sort of, because it has 3 modes. It has like a sort of cardioid, like only takes in from the sort of front side of it. It's got like an omnidirectional mode, and it's got a takes from the front but knocks 10 decibels off. I used to do it with the 10 decibels off, but then adding a gain in OBS. And I thought I'll switch it to the normal mode and not add as much gain in OBS. I figure that may it may improve quality a little, maybe, I don't know. They're going inside. I hate sunsets. Wow. It's so much bigger than my hometown. Talk about culture shock. You hadn't noticed the difference. Fair. It was partly the idea, anyway. I'm waiting for my dad. I hope he comes back soon. Is he gonna stay at the office again? What was the news agent had to say? Today's paper says, mysterious person left a manhole cover open. I hear City Hall's getting a ton of complaints. Sure, it stinks. Plus it's really dangerous if someone falls in. A manhole cover, huh? What's up with that girl? She's been standing there all day, just staring into the burger shop. Where is she? Ah, there she is. Probably one of the most well-known NPCs in the game. Oh, my heart's breaking. I thought it would just be enough just to stare at him from a distance. But I can't go on like this. I'd love to get to know the burger shop guy. Working here right now, I feel like somebody's staring at me. What can it be? We will be keeping up with her throughout the game. The girl who has a crush on the guy who works at the burger shop. It's one of the things I love about the hub world though. All these NPCs like have their own little stories. I mean, it's basic by modern game standards, but the effort they put into this, again, 1998 3D platformer, having all these NPCs with their own little like side stories that last the entire game. I just think it's neat. Crush on the customer service worker, she's Joe. Like, she didn't declare that he's the one. She just has a big crush on him. Anyways, we're in the sewers. But it's here we get our first upgrade.
Now you've got Lightspeed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the Lightspeed Dash. The Lightspeed Dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
Yes, the Lightspeed Dash, this was the game to introduce that as well. It's clunky though compared to the later versions of this power. In all games after this, you just press a button and Sonic will do the light dash. Here you gotta charge up a spin dash, which frankly takes a while. It's not used as much in the level design in this game though, so it's not too much of a problem. Hey, don't use the back door. Nice egg you got there. Enter through the front, okay? You can't just steal the egg just like that. Apparently that took us all day, or all the rest of the, like, evening to do that. I set a new record. I got so close this time. Oh my, I'm totally in love. I've got a feeling like someone's staring at me. It's not going away. What can it be? Oh. Oh yeah, and we'll see what this guy has to say as well. Alright then. Oh, it sure fooled me. It's just a statue in front of the burger shop. I hear it goes on trips sometimes, though. Due to the graphics, a statue of a person is not particularly indistinguishable from a person. Anyways, now that we've got the Lightspeed Dash, we have gained entrance to another level, but I will be getting the next upgrade first. Dad. I told her it's late, go home, but she won't listen. I just hope she doesn't make her parents worry. Still waiting, huh? Has the sun gone down? I hate the stars. If you hate the sunset and the stars, why are you still out at night? Go inside. There's a hotel right here. Oh, he's talking about the casino. I thought he was repeating dialogue. Anyways, next upgrade. The Lightspeed Dash sure is annoying to charge up, isn't it? So let's make it slightly less annoying to charge up.
This is the Crystal Ring. This reduces the time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
Exactly what it says on the tin. It's still slower than doing it in the newer games, but yeah, it's, you know, still something. Alright, and it's starting soonish. I'm experimenting today. I'm experimenting with seeing if people prefer if I do a 3-minute every hour rather than a 1.5 every half hour. Because sometimes I feel like when they're every half hour, sometimes they kind of just creep up on me. But I don't know. It's going to depend on what people prefer. Obviously, I know, Ben, you normally use your Prime, Amazon Prime, to get rid of ads anyway, but yeah, I'm experimenting. Especially with like these story games, it's like, you know, and because I can plan around them as well, because I've got the ad manager always there. Wow, my mum went to the casino but hasn't come out yet. You may steal the results of my stream for your own. Wow. Neon lights. Great music. So this is the casino that everyone's been talking about. Wonder what that switch is over the sign. I always get the urge to press things like that. So, irrelevant to the game's story, well, since the ad's about to happen, there was a Batman comic at some point a few years ago. I think it was a few years ago. I think it was a Batman comic. And the artist had clearly either traced or drawn from this. Like, one of the, I can't remember if it's Batman himself or someone else, but like, is like, there's a panel where it has this, is like a casino, it's like a dilapidated, broken down version of it, but it is clearly this casino. Like, it's clearly this. I'll say, they are very bright, shining lights. Oh, and the Chow in Space poster. We can get a better look at that, I guess, when we play as Knuckles. Good food, Station Square Diner. I guess it's not open at this time though, because there's no one in there. Don't know what this building's meant to be. I'm killing time before going into the level. This is clearly a clothes shop of some kind. Also, the casino and train station are the same map, so... Come on. Even the newsstand saleswoman goes home at night. I commute too, you know. This poor guy is still at work. Working late with no overtime. The world's so cruel. Oh, a customer, I'm sorry. Station Square Central. This train's heading to Mystic Ruins. Man, they're really not treating their workers with respect, are they? The casino went out of business after Sonic took all the rings. So... yeah, there's the hint monitors as well. Casinopolis is open, but the only way in is closed. Sorry. It's kind of weird how there's two hint systems in the game. There's the red orb and there's the monitors. Anyways. Hit the switch. Lightspeed dash. And we can open the way to the casino. Doesn't say anything new. Don't have to worry about that in 3 days, it'll be flooded anyway. They don't know that though, do they? You know, it's only you two here, I'm gonna go in the casino. So this is our third stage, Casinopolis. So this level's structured a bit differently. Our objective is to get the Chaos Emerald. The Chaos Emerald is up there. Unfortunately, there's an invisible wall that stops us getting there.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
So our goal is to deposit rings to build up a pile of money to lead us to the Chaos Emerald. So there's 3 ways really of doing this. There's 2 pinball tables and what happens when you fall through the pinball tables. So our first pinball table is the these slots one. This is a very classic Sonic styled thing with with classic designs of Sonic, Eggman, Tails and Knuckles in here. So yeah, the objective they tell you to do is to get rings in the pinball tables. I will try and get some rings. The pinball physics are a bit funky in this game. They're not as bad as Sonic Heroes. The Sonic Heroes pinball physics are frankly horrible. They're a bit funky here, but they're not like the worst. Ooh. Ah, kick that. Which I somehow still managed to get through. I managed to like fall through it. Oh well. That's supposed to save you. Oh. Well, I was intentionally going to fail anyway, but... yeah, really the best way to gather rings is coming into the sewers, which you get dumped unceremoniously into if you fail at the pinball. Looks like they just dumped gambling machines down here as well. Like, those are like the slot machines you'd see in a pub. Or in several shops on the high street in the town where I work. But yeah, the quickest way to get the 400 rings, which I'll be showing when I do the level A mission, is by just making a beeline for the sewers, because you can rack up so many rings here. Especially if you like if we take the right routes here, because there's a lot of ring boxes, I'm not too worried about getting 400 right away because I want to show off the pinball tables. I suppose I kind of shown most, like, I guess I kind of shown off the slot one already. No, not really tried, and I've still got lots of rings already. Right. We are going to skip this annoying platforming segment. So actually, something I want to... Again, I don't want to harp too much on DX versus original, but here. That texture on the floor is meant to be light coming through a grating, and like the blank spaces are shadows. On DX, that texture is messed up and it just looks like a weird pattern of ovals. Which I didn't know that until I saw the Dreamcast version. Anyways, silvers are kind of gross, so let's take a shower. A completely pointless mechanic, but they put it in anyway. Because why not? It's Sonic Team. They're gonna randomly overachieve in random places. Anyway, let's go deposit those rings so that they're safe.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
Yeah, 200 though is not enough. Basically, the invisible wall goes away once you hit 400, which I think the game hints to you here. This is the vault. No. That one doesn't. I think it's here, in the starting area. Yeah, try to save at least 400 rings, yeah. Is this an actual map? Yes, it is. Yeah, we got the vault, the shower room, the 2 pinball tables, the information desk, and the fountain, and the upper level that we'll see when we play as Knuckles. But our other... I'm trying to read that text, it's too low res though. Our other pinball table is the card and pinball table, which is very... I don't really know how it works still. Card pinball calls ahead. To move the flipper, yeah. If you get a match with the cards, aim towards the arrow. If you miss 2 times, you return to the hall. If you have less than 100, you get dumped into the garbage. That was not much of an explanation. But we got the Knights pinball table, complete with a piece of music from Nights into Dreams. Sonic Team's first game on the Sega Saturn, and in a way, kind of the first game they made as Sonic Team, like as the entity we kind of know today. I think it's why they reference Knights so much, because I mean, obviously Sonic 1's development team was called the Sonic Team, but that's because they were the team that made Sonic. But like as like a company, I don't think they really became Sonic Team as they are today until the Saturn era with Knights. What? Did that count as going out of bounds? Rude. I'm gonna try showing off the real main gimmick of the table. Because the slot table is just one table, but this is a multi-table pinball machine, this one here. And all the cards here are all like things in Knights. I think I need to like make a match. My cards to, like, I think that's how the way to the second table opens up. Well, if I fall out of the table, I'm not going to get sent to the sewer, at least. Oh, one pair. Cool. Now to try and get over to the... now to try and get over to the arrow. Unfortunately, these the pinball flippers are not the... It's not the easiest thing to tell where you're going to go. Ah, there we go. I don't really know the mechanics of this second table. I think it's just easier to get the cards because they're all just there. And then there's this. I don't think this does anything. But I think, though, this is one of the levels in Knights. I think this is one of the later levels. It's all for visual spectacle, really. Yeah, I don't know if... Because that big thing in the middle, top middle, is like in Knights you would collect enough blue chips, and then you would like go and destroy that, and it will take you to the next phase of the level. I don't know if it's interactive in this pinball table. I don't really know how this pinball table works, other than you get cards and it gives you rings. But fall out of that table, and you get to see another Knights level. This one here is Spring Valley, the first level in Knights. And I'm pretty sure like the model of the level is directly taken from the Saturn, and I think Knights' model as well is taken straight from the Saturn. Which, you know, makes sense. Right. We've got enough rings, let's head back to the level. You can constantly shake the table. I don't think there's a tilt in these pinball tables. There are also a few rings you can get scattered throughout the lobby here. Mainly just like by attacking these slot machines, but there's not much. Anyway, let's go deposit our rings. And by doing that, the invisible wall is magically gone. So in the lobby here, you can see the starts of a Sonic statue. Those are his shoes. If you deposit enough rings in the vault, you can build the statue here. The statue shows up in Knuckles' version of the level. But it takes like a stupid amount of rings, like 10,000 or something. In fact, I'm going to double check. Casino Palace statue. Oh, there's 5,000, which is still kind of a silly amount. Yeah, I don't have time to get that many rings. So we're just gonna get the Chaos Emerald. But I like to think that it's canon that Sonic spends so long, like Sonic spends long enough in the casino to do that, because the statue shows up in Knuckles' version of the level. Is there anything up here other than the Emerald? No, I think I'm thinking of Knuckles' version where there's like some ring capsules up here. Anyway, over an hour into the stream and I've done 3 levels.
Yeah, not bad.
Wow, not true completion. Unsubscribed, unfollowed.
the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, jeez! Eggman!
Oh, man. What happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got one of them. But the other one's safe. That guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic! We need to get busy!
There's something comedic about how direct Eggman is there. Just rushes in, hits them with sleeping gas, and then just flies off again. Anyways, they didn't keep hold of that emerald for very long, did they? The Ice Stone. It looks like a key. Maybe I can use it in the Mystic Ruins.
The train headed for the Mystic...
I need to talk to my mum. What? The casino? What makes you think I'd go to a place like that? Got my eye on you. Also, if we look at the tags on the stream, I'm not claiming 100%. I'm claiming a story-focused playthrough. Which, speaking of, there's going to be more NPC dialogue around. Possibly. Anyone in the pool area? Yes. Twinkle Park was great. Tonight I'm going to the casino. Oh, I forgot to tell you, she and I are twins, but our personalities are completely different. Wow, what a beautiful pool. But I didn't bring my swimsuit. Well, sucks to be you, I guess. By the way, have you been to the casino yet? Stop by with it. He needs very matter of fact, the hotel manager, I guess. Oh, hey, look. Look who it is.
Froggy, where are you?
And I think by doing that, we have unlocked Big. Because I will either talk to him. That's completely outrageous. That guy has another date today. La la la, we're in love. She's the only girl for me. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. Nope. I own this building. There are many skyscrapers in Station Square, but none as big and beautiful as mine. I've been waiting for a long time, but my dad never came home last night. It's always like this when he gets busy. I hope he comes home soon. This girl's been standing outside the station all night. Anyway, let's check in with the burger shop girl. Is she stalking her crush again? Oh, she made it in the shop. Finally, I'm inside the shop. Now what do I do? I'm so nervous. My heart's pounding.
Cat the cat. Big the big. Froggy. Froggy yai.
Ugh. It's not just the look. I feel a chill running down my spine. Well, she made it into the shop. Ah. One thing I find funny, you can just cause traffic jams. These drivers have the patience of saints. They will just wait there for you. I'm just gonna let it pile up. course, you can ride the top of them as well.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Once my work's done, I want to go snowboarding. It's a great feeling coming down that mountain. No, I can't jump up there with this. Oh, a customer. I'm sorry. My mum was somewhere else. Again, very relatable. Just blanking out while at work. Very relatable. Note the way those rocks have fallen. Because their formation looks completely different now. We're the exploration party searching for the ruins. Part of the mountain has collapsed and revealed what looks to be an entrance. The drivers know what Sonic does to cars in City Escape, I don't blame them for stopping. Can they see into the future? That hasn't happened yet. Nope, don't throw it, Sonic. A huge cave appeared out of nowhere, overnight. We have to look into it. The rocks crumbled and revealed an entrance to a cave. The soil seems a lot like the soil from the Mystic Ruins. So this area fell from the sky, but it's also similar to what was already here. Interesting. Right, on to the next level. Ice Cap. Well, if you know Sonic 3, you know where Ice Cap is located. Also, of the, it's hard to see here because the camera's so zoomed out, but the lighting system in this game is quite sort of, you know, they can like change the lighting for characters based on like, you know, like in different levels. Like they manage to make things look frosty with the lighting, and again, it's all gone on the it's all gone in the EX version. Also, I love the how chilled out the music is here. Now, there are big shortcut opportunities in this area, but I will show that off when I do the level A mission. The music in this game in general is, well, it's known for being very good. Sonic Adventure has, you know, a reputation of being a fantastic soundtrack, like being a standout soundtrack in a series full of them. It's so varied, and everything just fits. It fits with the location. It's so catchy. It's ours. I just love it. Like some games, like they have sort of very they're more rigid in their sort of styles, but Sonic Adventure goes for a lot of variety. Because, like, one of the things Adventure 2 gets praised for is how the different sort of styles for each character conveys those characters' personalities, which is cool. I do like that, but I think it doesn't beat the sheer variety of Sonic Adventure 1's soundtrack. Also, I love Sonic's slipping animation; it just looks so goofy. Sonic games don't tend to do ice physics, probably because it'd be annoying with high-speed gameplay. But these little ice pools have ice physics. Oh. These icicles are annoying. For some reason as well, circling them anti-clockwise is faster than circling clockwise. It's weird. I don't quite understand it. You can skip a good chunk of this area from here, I believe. Is it from here? You can skip at least some of it from here. But again, we're being thorough. Doing that on a keyboard is awkward because the camera is not, the camera is, it's very slightly angled. So trying to do that with a keyboard as a kid was really difficult. Anyways, we're back at the start. See, the exit to this area is right by the start. But we gotta knock down some, a stalactite first. But of course, if you know anything about Ice Cap in Sonic Adventure, it's this part. Also, hi Joe. Ice Cap set piece. The snowboard. Now this snowboard section, controls are janky, it's hard to steer. It's hard to steer into the rings. If you launch into the air, you slow down. But I don't care. I love the set piece. It's just fun spectacle. And when I was a kid playing this on my Windows XP laptop for the first time, I was so impressed by this that I, at the time, was like, I declared having a new favourite game as a kid, seeing this for the first time. And again, that was the PC DX version. See what I say about the controls being awkward? It's a reference to Sonic Movie 2. Look, imagine if Sonic Movie 2 had, a rearrangement of this track during that snowboarding section. It would have been so cool. I still to this day don't know if those bombers can hit you. Genuinely, I have no idea if those bombers can hit you. Or if they are just purely a background element. So the Mario movie actually uses more than one game track. Mario movie has a great soundtrack. And then there's the Sonic movies. Which movie 3 was an improvement, but still, And movie 3 does, as well as Live and Learn, it does reference at one point I think it references the Sonic Adventure 2's ending theme. Also, kind of like this areas with these the buildings and windmills. I don't know, there's something quaint about it. Anyway, Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, not bad.
Can't remember if there's a cutscene directly after this. I don't think so. No, there isn't. At some point, I kind of want to check out for the Mario movie, the release the Tyler cut that someone made, where it basically replaces all of the 80s needle drops with with the score that was actually composed for those segments. But it's you gotta make an account on this forum and message the person who made it and prove you own it or something, because they don't want to be done for piracy. Which is how I think all of the deep Blu-ray edit releases go on that website. Anyway, here's a locked door. We'll be coming here later. Yeah, Ice Cap though. That was on Angel Island. This area of the land. Looks like it fell from the sky. After studying it, I found it similar to the Stratum, but actually it's part of the border. There's a difference. It's pretty interesting. Those were a lot of words that I don't know if Sonic fully understands, because it's not the kind of thing he particularly would care about. Who was that with the long arms and red body? I think he was headed towards the waterfall. And well, if this is Angel Island, who is part of a package deal with Angel Island?
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you?
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now!
What? Let's just see you take them, huh?
So this is our first rival fight, and again, if you know things about Sonic Adventure, you know that these battles are pitiful.
Oh no.
Because
Oh no.
the only reason I got hit was because I was hanging around.
Oh no! The Chaos Emeralds!
Eggman.
Uh-oh!
Ha! Like taking candy from a baby.
That's a Chaos Emerald.
That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this! Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again!
Me? What about you?
Way to go, Knucklehead!
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos! These are for you, my friend!
Ah! He transformed again!
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
So one of the mods I have that isn't just Dreamcast conversion stuff is Chaos 4 Quick Kill. This boss fight is tedious and it's long and tedious and boring, and it's not particularly difficult. So I'm using a mod that reduces his HP from 4 to 3. You have to fight this thing 3 times in the course of the game, and it doesn't change it doesn't change at all. So yeah, we're reducing the hits down to 3. Also, this is the same pond that it's a little bit hard to tell because of the way the visuals changed, but this is the same pool that you see from the top of the Mystic Ruins. That's the waterfall. So yeah, because we had to fight him, a million times. Yeah, it's why I've got the quick kill mod on. Because we'd still be going otherwise. We'll be seeing Chaos 4 again. I don't like Chaos 4. It's tedious.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
Hey, we can't let him get away! Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado!
Yeah! You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on! Let's get going!
The OG Sonic and Knuckles rivalry. It kind of went away for a long while after this game, after they brought in Shadow. Also, yes, Knuckles, you really gotta stop letting Eggman trick you like this. But we'll see how Eggman tricked him later when we get to Knuckles' story. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was petrified. Yeah, I guess for Sonic, like, seeing a massive, like, Eggman ship wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't blink too much of an eye because he's used to it, but, I guess these guys, not so much. We were flabbergasted. What the heck kind of ship was that? Did this guy even notice? Or was he just in the cave the whole time? No. He does not. He does not care.
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
The guy over here, probably. A ship was flying in the sky. Ah! Anyways, let's head up to the tornado. Well, to the workshop.
Sonic! Wait here for a second! Sonic, hop in! Let's go!
Time for Sky Chase. When I'm playing this game normally in my own time, I will skip this. In fact, I've got a mod installed that lets you hold the button to skip it. But we'll be playing through it properly for the most part here. If I'm sick of Sky Chase by the 4th time I do it, I will skip. But, yeah. So this is basically Panzer Dragoon, but not quite as exciting. Hold down the button to and hover over the things to lock on, and let go to fire homing shots. You can also mash the button to do these rapid fire hit shots, but they're not particularly useful. So I guess Sonic was just letting Tails keep his own plane in his workshop. I guess Sonic doesn't really have anywhere to keep a plane, seeing as he's more nomadic. Yeah, I will say the Sky Chase is probably the part of the game I look forward to the least when I'm replaying the game, just because it takes a while. And unless you're using mods, you can't skip this, and you gotta do it 4 times. And I'm gonna attempt to get the emblem for getting a high score in this as well, afterwards. And I just looked up, you need to get 8,000, so I'm gonna have to actually try.
We did it! Way to go, Tails!
It really does sound like they're saying, "We're hit, yeah." Yeah, that Sky Chase didn't end too well for them.
Tails? Tails! You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
So, among all the trends that this game started, Sonic falling from a massive height was one of them. Considering Joe's also a foe, that makes sense he hates Tails. Tails is he's written so poorly in that game. Like, his like soap drama like thing he has with like Sonic and Eggman, like it's not good. Also, in terms of his voice, he's voiced by a literal child in this game. Like, you know, this is a 90s dub, and he's voiced by an actual child. So in this game, so it's like, I'll cut him some slack. Should I buy a swimsuit? I can't make up my mind, and the store's gonna close soon. Depending on how long you're here, if the store's closing soon, you probably, you know, you need to make up your mind soon. La la la, we're in love. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. By the way, a girl with pink hair came here and headed toward the casino, and it looked like someone was chasing after her. So with the time I got left, I'm probably not going to do another level today, just because of how slow I'm taking this playthrough. So we're just going to we're going to go around and talk to NPCs, and maybe I'll pop in the Chow Garden. What do you think I should say? I saw your boyfriend with another girl, perhaps? No, I can't just say that, can I? Yeah, there's something up with that guy who's constantly on dates every single day. With different people. There's no reason to go to the station. They're on strike now. You can't go anywhere. Ah, it's this time for this part. Oh, are you a customer? We're on strike. We're protesting for better working conditions. It may become a long battle. We'll fight till we drop. We have to stand up for our rights. This makes Sonic Adventure a very realistic game if we pretend it's set in England. Rail strikes. I mean, we saw how fed up that the guy working up there was. The trains are on strike. Now my dad has no way to get home. Extra, extra! A huge flying object is heading for Station Square. No damage to the city yet, but residents are panicking. An investigation is underway, and rumour has it that Dr. Robotnik is responsible. I hate that egghead. Was that the newsagent girl saying she hates that egghead, or was that Sonic? It's a very Sonic thing to say. Tell her dad to walk. The Mystic Ruins, which I think it's implied that's where he is very far away. Can't believe a huge object like that can really fly. You're telling me. Let's pretend we didn't see it, okay? I saw it. A bird flew out of the flying ship. And I think that girl with the pink hair took it with her. Girl with pink hair, huh? Oh, you're just your dialogue hasn't changed. If you believe in yourself, you've got nothing to fear. Oddly motivational from the guy with the shop that sells a weird variety of things. Don't know what kind of shop it's meant to be. Have you progressed at all? I'm too nervous to even move. But that's not taking me anywhere. I gotta be brave and take another step. That girl with the pink hair was in a rush. She ran in and out and in and out. Yeah. Well, she hasn't made it any further physically, but... I guess we'll go and see.
Sonic, wait up! Long time no see!
Amy!
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding!
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway!
I do love Sonic's reactions to Amy in this game. This is the way he's just like... This is the way he reacts to her. It's funny. Oh, fight to a drop. I don't know how much, but I do know we gotta try. Something good is bound to happen, right? My mum wandered into the casino again. Oh no. As soon as the sun sets, I just automatically head this way. It's not my fault. My feet have a mind of their own. You need to seek professional help. Like, actual professional help. You have a serious gambling addiction. It's evening already. Rush hour will start soon. I should just go home. I'm guessing your dialogue won't change? No. Since there's not really much time left and I don't want to go into another level, let's take a quick detour to the Chao Garden. I don't really tend to play with Chao much, but obviously Chao are very popular. I tend to do more Chao stuff on the original Dreamcast version just because of the VMU integration, since you can take them with you. But I guess we can get a Chao out. Also, Adventure 2, like Battle in particular, like this has the more accessible Chao system as well. I prefer the Adventure 1 Chao Garden music, but Adventure 2 has the, I'd say, overall better Chao system. Again, especially Adventure 2 Battle, which is the version most people play. Oh, there we go, it's hatching. Yeah, on the Dreamcast, this is really to show off the VMU capabilities. And the Chao Garden is like, it's a rabbit hole you can really go into. There's a lot of depth to the Chao, like raising and like breeding mechanics, and it's like, I do not have the time or the brain power for that. So yeah. I will say original Dreamcast Adventure 1's Chao system is a lot simpler. DX kind of took Adventure 2 Battles system. But yeah. I think I'm gonna hold off on doing the next doing the next cutscene just now. Just yet, so yeah, we're like 10 minutes early, but I think this is a good point to finish up today. So yes. So yeah, next time on Sonic Adventure we'll be heading to the next level. And yeah, when I said I was going to be thorough and slow, I meant it. If I was rushing through, I possibly could have even beaten Sonic's story by now. Or at least got very close to. Way back in like 20 something, I did do a Sonic Adventure stream of Sonic Story with the DX version, and that I did in one stream. Have I got that uploaded? Yes, I did. Yeah, March 2015. So over 10 years ago, I did a Sonic Adventure DX Sonic Story stream, and I did his entire story in one go. So that's how different we're being. And I think when I streamed Sonic Adventure in 2021, when I did the 7-hour stream, I think it took me about a couple of hours to get through Sonic's story. I'm see if I can find the upload. I'm kind of doing this to stall for time, I suppose. There it is. Sonic Adventure. 2.5. But that was on the Dreamcast with longer loading times, so... Your Wi-Fi just died? Nah.
Hey, there's no time to rest.
Well, the stream is pretty much done, nearly. Anyway, you were saying. I'll let you finish. You can't find the crab. Well, that doesn't sound like my problem. Anyways. That will do it for today. Thank you for watching. As always, I've really been here. Whole stream, part of the stream, chatted, lurked. It's very appreciated. And yeah, we'll be continuing Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is basically going to be the thing I stream till it's done. I might take one or two. Yeah, there might be one or two break streams along the way, just if like say a Sonic Racing event comes up or something else that I want to do comes up. But yeah, this is going to be the main thing for the foreseeable, well, till it's done. Yeah, we're going to be here for a little while. I'm being very thorough with this playthrough. Yeah. So I hope you look forward to it. I want to share what I love about this game, because it's not an ironic. I'll go into it more, but it's not like it's not like an despite everything, or like an ironic love. I genuinely love this game. It's one of my favorite Sonic games, and I want to share that. But yeah, that's it though. Yeah, thanks again for watching. Have a good rest of your night.